interviews, that they'll suddenly be like a drop in the
Yeah,
person's
it's
voice, and then it comes right back, but you've missed a syllable when you're trying to like
uh-huh. It
what?
I don't know.
I like the bored can't sleep stream time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to watch the debate that I missed last night, the D
Uh,
Life replay, and then
why?
Monkey in the Morning went live, and I actually said to him in chat, "You just do not know the favor you did me." I was about 15 minutes into it, and already I was like, "I hope all of you are struck by a meteor." You know,
I,
Seriously. Yeah.
I was just kind of sitting there waiting for everybody to rush to start speaking Spanish.
mm-hmm.
Oh my
Just
god, that was ridiculous.
The night before. The one thing I will say, the look on Cory Booker's face when Robert Francis O'Rourke was mangling the Spanish language,
Oh, what's really
which
I
his accent is execrable.
no, but I I was dying when I saw Booker and Warren's faces when O'Rourke was trying to speak Spanish, but I
Mhm.
was highly disappointed to see that Booker later tried to speak Spanish on his
Yes.
own.
Well, it's not. If you harken back to Jeb Bush speaking Spanish, Jeb Bush speaks Spanish naturally because he has spoken it in his home ever since he's been married.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they are very definitely a bilingual family,
Yeah.
and so he speaks it with a fluidity that it isn't. It just doesn't come to most people. You can. I took 12 years of Spanish. I started studying it with a Cuban teacher who did not speak English, but I would have to. There would be awkward pauses because I couldn't conjugate verbs on the fly. I could. I was fluent, but not fluid, and I've lost the fluency. I can understand it unless it's like some Spanish I have more difficulty with than others
Yeah.
because of the rapidity of the speech or how much they allied words together. Like I can't understand. I mean, I can understand Puerto Ricans if they slow down,
You're
but they.
you can do that better than I can because I had what 3 years of Spanish and I lost all of it.
Well, also Puerto Ricans drop parts of words. Instead of saying "Donde está," they'll say "Dota."
Really.
So it's like this "Dota," and you're like, "Oh, they just asked, where is?" Got it. But you by that point they're already 3 sentences on.
Ah, shit. Thanks,
I
Panda.
speak American Spanish. It's the same as It's the same as It's just the same as English, but I just say it very loudly.
Yeah. Well, what Blind Press pointed out, and she was spot on, is that Beto beat off
Beat off an
was
orc.
yeah, really. He was he was affecting an accent like Speedy Gonzales.
Oh my god.
It was like, yo puedo hablar español. And it's like, nobody speaks that way. You could say, yo puedo hablar español and be just fine, but yo bueno, and it's like, da 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 da.
Real.
I just kept waiting for like Savannah Guthrie to go completely off script and say, "So Elizabeth Warren, would you like to address us in Cherokee?"
Oh my god. I would have laughed so hard if she started speaking like that.
I think what I would have done is said, "Quick, tell me who Sequoia was," to see if she could answer the question. Because it's like, yeah, he's the dude that basically put together the language that's known as Cherokee, and so that. Never mind. He basically created an alphabet, and you don't know that. You're not a Cherokee.
Real quick, I already know Kair's opinion. I wanted to get your guys' opinion on the setup I have on the stream. As opposed to just what I had last time, which was just the game, nothing else.
Oh, I think it's pretty cool.
Which stream?
The stream I'm on right now. We're live.
We are?
We are. We have been for a while now.
I was not aware of this fact.
You haven't said anything that will get you in trouble. So
No,
don't worry about it.
I'm a little bit frightened now. I feel exposed.
Well, you haven't. I don't think you've said a whole lot of anything so far. So
You're exposed to all of us who are watching the stream.
yeah.
I was told not to say anything.
Well, Prosper already knew because she saw
I got
the title.
the notification. Well, I got the notification.
Yeah.
You better be in a one-party consent state, mister.
Look, I'm not LSP.
New Hampshire is a two-party, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't really care. It's not like I'm gonna go out and start,
Taping people.
taping people. It's not like I'm going to invite people on a stream and not tell them that I'm broadcasting all the words they're saying to potentially anybody.
Well, again, you weren't saying any words until I said we were live. So that's your problem.
I was the one doing the low rent Speedy Gonzales.
Yeah.
Quick, Vito, sing us a quick round of La Cucaracha. And then Corey, you can sing Vaya con Dios. And then Bill de Blasio, you can sing that Puerto Rican rebellion song, Yo Soy Rebelde. Or would you prefer the Cuban stuff? Yes, we'll give you a Cuban revolutionary song.
That was so pathetic. Watching that just made me feel so, sad for humanity.
Didn't you just love the fact that Bolshevik Bill manages to go to South Florida, the highest concentration of Cuban emigres, and manage to vomit out something Che Guevara wrote?
Ugh.
Hasta la victoria siempre.
How is it
until the victory always? I mean, it was like Che is going to be executed, so these are this letter to Castro, his final utterances of "Para la revolución."
How the hell? Oh, sorry.
No, it's great.
How the hell can people be so clueless to still be quoting Che Guevara? Everybody know it's not even when that kind of was first introduced a few years back, and they got the T-shirts and everything, and everyone it was the flavor of the week. No, it's been years since then. We all realize now that he was a murderous dictator, that he murdered tons and tons of people.
Well, he
personally,
was a dictator's executioner.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean. He murdered lots of people under the name of a dictator.
He would have wiped out the indigenous, what would have been considered the indigenous people. He would have wiped out all the mestizos. He would have wiped out all the negros.
Oh my god.
I mean, he thought that blacks were inferior.
Yeah.
He was just...
He was such an asshole, and the left, and why on earth would the left still quote him when we know all that?
He's in fucking Evita. Che Guevara is in the musical Evita as a character.
Do we have lurkers? Hold on. How many people are watching?
There's four people watching.
I think those 4 is just us.
I'm one of them. I know that much.
Well, you said
there are
something.
4 of us here.
Yeah.
I feel silly now, but hey.
I thought math was your.
tried, but
I thought math was your strong suit.
I did not think about there's 4 people in here. Okay.
You okay? I can't even get near the.
I don't think
Okay.
anybody except for Twee can get that high.
Yeah.
Mm.
And Twee, don't forget, Twee's going to be interviewed by Irate Prostate.
Really?
Tomorrow.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah.
Tomorrow it'll be at 5 Eastern.
Sweet.
Yes.
Irate, from what I remember of G Prime saying in a tweet, Irate announced it on Ghost Poo.
Yes, he did. Yes, he
Mm.
did. He said he would be talking to Kefki and that he
Speaking
wanted
Oh, go
some of her artwork to display while he was doing it.
ahead. Nice.
Ah.
Speaking
Because she
of-
did his watermark.
Speaking of Kefka, I'm gonna see if she's still up because she wanted me to stream a couple nights ago, so I'm gonna.
She sounded wonderful last night. She
Did she?
sounded like she was feeling good.
Well, that's
That's
good.
good.
Her voice was much more robust.
It doesn't look like she's online on Discord.
Well, she almost never shows up as an online.
True.
I'm just gonna cheese that boss.
Jeez, boss.
No, just watch the screen, Kara.
Hey, I'll play with you.
Oh, I know which that is
No,
that
but
boss.
watch. You probably did it in the normal way. Watch what I do. I didn't realize this could actually be done until a couple years ago. Because this game is jank as hell.
Oh my goodness, that's
Just-
amazing.
Spam your homing attack and break the game utterly.
Well, that wasn't so hard.
Thud.
I did do it the normal way, but I did spam the homing attack button when I did attack. And I was like,
Well,
nope,
you-
nope,
you-
nope, nope.
You probably also didn't spam the spin dash whenever you could.
No.
Chaos?
I know what you're all talking about.
Oh, I know.
I totally
I've
do.
opened my Greek dictionary.
The same monster I saw the other day?
Because we're talking about how to play the Sonic game.
Well, I figured out what spamming the spin move was because I know what spamming is, and I know the hedgehog ball.
The hedgehog.
So it's well, that's
there
what it
is-
is.
That is what it is, yeah.
But wait a second. Isn't there 2 hedgehog balls? There's one which is kind of rolly, but then one that's kind of elongated rolly.
Yes. There are 2.
Well, no two balls are the same, okay? Because if they were exactly the same,
Well,
they'd clack together when you walked.
If
Oh,
we're talking
God, no.
from a topological standpoint, yes, 2 balls are precisely the same. In that they share the same geometry. So sort of like how the old mathematician joke that a coffee cup is a donut. Because what happens is all you have to do is fill the hole in the coffee cup and then kind of stretch out the handle, and you can make it look at the shape of a donut without altering its surfaces in any way that breaks the rules of topology.
Okay, I got a DM from
now
Happy
you're
Dude. I
speaking
completely
Greek.
missed what we're talking about now.
Jack's
It's okay, I was saying boring
hearing.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
It wasn't
Yeah,
boring.
there's-
I know what you mean though, because it's a little bit like the.
Where the hell is that key again?
Well, no,
Uh,
see, it was my response to hearing people talking about the Sonic.
The
It's
Sonic.
near Tails
Oh, that's right. It's
workshop.
up here. I forget it's always right next to where you finish the fight. Come here.
I forgot where it was too. I was like, crap, where is this key? And I was like, oh yeah, it's near Tails workshop.
I mean, how could you have forgotten if you had never played it before? Unless you're referring to right now.
No, I meant when you had to go back to go find a win key again
Oh.
later on in the game.
Well, that was the ice level, not the wind level.
No, like for a different character,
Oh, yeah.
I had to go find the win key again. And it's like, oh, do I have to find this key again? I already found it once, but I guess I have to find it again. Okay, whatever.
So, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I've had a freaking awful, lousy week.
Yeah, I saw you talk about that in chat. What happened?
Just a whole mess of stuff. First, what happens is my grandma was separated from my grandfather a very, very long time ago, and then my grandfather died, and then she started seeing an old friend of hers, and they started dating. So she has a boyfriend. Recently, the boyfriend came down with stage 4 pancreatic cancer.
Oh, boy.
So he had to go into chemotherapy. And then, as a result of the chemotherapy, he went into pneumonia. And so he's been in pneumonia recently, and he's been in bad condition. And I won't go any further, but there's a whole mess of stuff that's going on. It's just an awful situation. Then, my grandma hurts her knee and gets some sort of cyst in her knee.
Oh.
So she has to get a cortisone shot there. And then all this different sort of related stuff. You know, like when one thing goes wrong and then other complications arise because of that
cascades.
first thing.
Yeah, I've
It
had.
seems to have a cascading
I had an
effect.
entire week like that once.
Yeah, well, it's been like that with grandma, and now she's in the hospital for a couple different things, and none of them seem to even be related to the knee in the first place, and it's just been an absolute mess, and my mom and I have been stressed to death. It's been awful. And so today I went out and I got 3 big tubs of ice cream, one for me, one for my mom, and one for my father, and my mom and I just had big ice cream sundaes because fuck it, it's been one hell of a week.
That's it. That's when you're just like, you know what we're gonna do? We're going to pig out.
Exactly.
Because it won't help anything, but it'll sure make us feel better.
Mhm.
Exactly. It was.
Oh, I'm sorry.
one
It's
of
been
those
that,
days.
that kind of week. It is amazing that when bleh, shit starts flying, for some reason it's like, what? Could this
Shit
stop?
flies from.
Yeah, could it just stop for a second? Can somebody just let me get my breath and then I'll be fine?
Yeah.
No, you're not allowed. Okay, thanks.
Train headed for Station Square will be
Thought it was
departing
worth
soon.
asking. Apparently not.
Hmm. Oh yeah, but
And- And stress is contagious.
Yeah.
yes,
You know, when
it absolutely is.
if somebody else is anxious and you care about that person and care about the situation yourself, you start kind of half absorbing some of their stress too, and it's
It
like
magnifies.
yeah, it's just yeah. I went through a 3-week period of time right before my mother went into hospice where I didn't sleep any more than 5 hours in a night, if that. And 3 trips to the emergency
There's a
room.
place somewhere in the
in a
city
10-day
where you
period
can
of
fall
time. That's right,
down
Ed.
into the sewer.
2 of them, you know, in the middle of the night, kind of, you know, 1 o'clock in the morning.
That's
Things. And, you know, no way to, like, recoup the sleep from those functional all-nighters. You know, Mike could cop, like, a 2-hour nap, and then it's like, again.
shit. There we go.
And that's probably the closest I came to just saying, you know what? Burn it all
Now you've
down.
got Lightspeed shoes.
Burn
Nice
it to the
and hold the action
ground.
button to
Burn it,
store up
yeah,
power.
where is the sweet
Once you have
meteor
enough
of
power, release the button and you can do
relief?
the Lightspeed dash. The
where?
Lightspeed
Bring
dash
the
lets
Grim
you race
Reaper
toward
to
rings
me.
at Lightspeed.
It's just,
As long as there's a trail of rings, you can go just about
it's like,
anywhere.
ugh. Because it's just, it becomes one of those cases of just like all you need is a chance to catch your breath. and it won't happen for love nor money.
Mm.
Boo-hoo, you know?
Well, I'm sure that everyone will be fine at some other time, but I at least hope so. But I gotta try and live
But
life in
certainly-
spite of it.
They're certainly going out of their way right now not to. that's,
Mm.
that's the.
Come on, there we go.
So how are you guys doing?
This is the crystal ring.
I'm doing
This
pretty
reduces
good.
the time needed to store power for the lights.
I'm doing really well. I had a lot of fun last night. It was an
Really?
absolute blast. Yep.
What
Friends,
did you do?
Friends came in from out of town. My cousin had flown in from California, and we went to see Weird Al.
Really?
Yes, we did. And my cousin went to college with Al.
Will be departing soon.
So we had backstage passes.
Really?
So I got to meet Weird Al, which was pretty fucking cool.
I can only imagine. Weird Al seems like he'd be a very nice guy.
He is.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, he is. And he'll be 60 this fall.
Wow.
That
Really?
puts things
Yes.
into hella perspective right there.
His energy is like a car full of toddlers on meth.
Well, that's quite
That
an
is
image.
very disturbing.
But you know what I mean? He is just that energetic. It's really impressive. He's led a very squeaky clean life.
Oh,
I mean,
bless him for that.
yeah, I mean, he really is a squeaky clean guy. And he's a vegetarian, not a vegan.
Okay, good.
Why he's not an asshole. Or
Yeah.
as my cousin said later, I said, well, being a vegetarian, that's fine. I don't have a problem with vegetarians because they're not a bunch of rosy bores. They just tend to be like, I'm a vegetarian, what are your options? Instead of, hey, destroy the animal. Blah, blah, blah.
How dare you eat eggs?
As my cousin said, when you're at a party with a group of people, how do you spot the vegan?
They'll tell you.
Exactly. That was
Same-
it.
It's the same thing
Yep.
with atheists and feminists.
Yep, they'll tell you. And it's the gospel truth. But it was funny. Al walked in the room and Frank introduced all of us to him because of course he knows Frank. And it was so funny because we were like, yeah, it was a really great show. He said, yeah, you know what? The symphony was supposed to play an interlude before the show began, but they wouldn't because the sun was in their eyes.
Oh.
And then I had asked for an oboe solo, as a joke. And they were like, no, we can't do that. So I did it anyway.
That's amazing.
Which he did. He did it live on the show, didn't warn him or anything. Oh, okay, you won't be able to do that. All right. He said, and then I did it anyway. And I thought, good for you. 'Cause the lovely thing about that is that's not passive aggressive. That's naked aggression.
Yep.
Straight up, fuck you. Who do you think you are? I mean, look, the Richmond Symphony Orchestra is a perfectly serviceable symphony orchestra. They have done some really nice work. But they are the backup group in this situation. They're not the star of the show. The star of the show is the guy who sold millions of records.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not and the oboist got up and was, you never would have known that it was a
go back in there.
fuck you. So his choice of songs were kind of interesting because a lot of them were ones that already had other instruments besides his band.
Like what?
And he pulled out. Oh my God! He did like a Virgin on like a jazz power ballad, which was hilarious. And you know he shows videos at certain times, and it will help with costume changes because when he does the Star Wars, the saga begins.
Oh.
You know, he's got people in, and it's all volunteers apparently when he travels, guys. Imperial Stormtrooper outfits and a dude done up in a Darth Vader costume. And my guess is he just provides the costumes because he's done this the other times I've seen him. And he, of course, is in like Obi-Wan's robes.
Nice.
A long, long time ago. Yeah, it's just. Though my Anakin guy, maybe Vader someday later. Now he's just a small fry. He left his home and kissed his mommy goodbye, saying soon I'm gonna be a Jedi. Soon I'm gonna be a Jedi. Oh God, it's so funny. He did Word Crimes, which would have made Terry really happy. And he puts
Word Crimes is good.
the video up for that one because otherwise nobody could follow the words fast enough.
Yeah.
He did a piece I wasn't familiar with, which was like every fucking tortured metaphor power love ballad. Except in this case, the person was like, you know, I'm beginning to doubt you love me because of, you know, the why is there a poisonous cobra in my underwear drawer? And it was just all these murders, attempted murder scenarios. I'm thinking you don't love me anymore. Which was funny. He did he actually did Star Wars The Saga Begins and Yoda as his encore pieces.
That's amazing.
But he did Amish Paradise.
Nice.
Yeah. He did shit. Trying to run through the playlist in my head because it's like, oh, okay, with this. He did Tacky. Which he opened with the last time we saw. But that's the song he uses to go out into the audience. And, you know, go up an aisle to the middle break. Come across. And then go back down. I mean, I fucking love Amish Paradise. But, you know, the costume changes are kind of amazing. So he has the videos like of when he appeared on The Simpsons. It's the little ditty about Homer and Marge. You know that. And lots of other film stuff. He had a bit of film that I hadn't seen before. Honest to God, Patton Oswalt was in it, Mary Steenburgen, all these people. About as if he had led the life of a dissolute alcoholic. Clips from UHF. Which was kind of fun, and he did Dare to Be Stupid. The Devo spoof.
Yes.
Which Frank told me later, apparently Mark Mothersbaugh had said, God damn it. He does Devo better than we did Devo.
That's amazing.
Dare to be stupid.
Oh, my eyes.
It's interesting because if you go check his stuff that's on YouTube, he'll put stuff out there that he can't get permission from the artist to do. Because, you know, the Kinks tried to sue him over Yoda. He lives in a swamp on Dagobah, and he's... Yeah. Looks like sounds like a Muppet. However it went, I can never remember all the lyrics. Yoda, Y-O-D-A-Yo. Yo, 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 yo. It's just great to hear that done to Lola. So it was fun. I like some of Al's originals. Everything You Know Is Wrong. You gotta look that up on YouTube sometime. I was driving down the freeway in the fast lane with the rabid Wolverine, and when suddenly a guy behind me, backseat, popped right up and cupped his hands across my eyes. I guessed, is that Uncle Frank or Cousin Louie? Is it Bob or Joe or Ernie? Yeah, I mean, it was just this retardedly ridiculous song that Terry Diamandis seems to remember most of the words to.
I imagine that Terry has like a billion lyrics in the back of his head somewhere.
Well, the second verse is, I was going to the kitchen for some golden grams when I accidentally stepped into an alternate dimension where I was abducted by some aliens from space who kind of look like Jamie Farr. You know, that's the wonderful mind of Weird Al. He finally got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, but it was entirely fan funded.
Really?
Yeah, you think maybe somebody would have thought to put him up for it, you know, like one of the music guilds, but no.
Now you have to be an important person to get a star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Oh, he did Smells Like Nirvana too. In full Cobain wig. Have you ever heard that, Jack?
No. Wait.
Yeah, it's the rip on Smells Like Teen Spirit.
No, I haven't heard that one.
Holy fuck, you need to hear it. I mean, it is the video for it is hysterical.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Hysterical. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, he does. In one part, he's got marbles spilling out of his mouth. You know, you can't understand the words because I've got marbles in my mouth.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
That's great.
We're Nirvana. We're Nirvana.
Oh my god.
It is.
Wow.
And the slouch position while singing. I mean, it's just absolutely spot on. He got Victoria Jackson. She was on Saturday Night Live at the time. She had been in UHF. And he found out that Cobain was going to be the musical guest and called her and said, ask him if I can do a parody, please. Because he always tries to go to the artists to get permission. Because he doesn't, you know, he has had trouble with people suing. And Victoria came back and said, he's really thrilled, but he's a little worried that the song's going to be about food. Because of Eat It. You know, it's, and he's like, no, tell him it's not going to be about food. I want a parody Smells Like Teen Spirit. And apparently Cobain was just fucking like, oh my god, I've made it. Weird Al wants to parody me.
Nice.
Paul McCartney is the one person that will not give up any permission for anything.
That's
such a pretentious dick.
Yeah.
But there's stuff on YouTube that he's done that's Beatles. He just can't release it publicly, you know, because there are no earnings. You know, if you demonetize something,
Yeah.
you're clear.
You know, Weird Al was like the first person to be demonetized in a way.
Well, oddly enough, the lawyers got involved when he did Beverly Hillbillies Money for Nothing. That's why the title is Beverly Hillbillies Money for Nothing. The really weird thing is Dire Straits' lawyer got involved over Knopfler's objection. because Knopfler said to Al, I would love for you to do a parody of this.
Really?
If I can, will you let me play on the album? Will you let me play on the cut? And it's so funny because I've seen Al interviewed about this. Well, give me a minute to think about that, Mark. And his eyes are real big, like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Yes, certainly. So that the guitar riff that you're hearing is Knopfler. But the lawyers got involved and insisted it be called Beverly Hillbilly / Money for Nothing.
I'm not surprised. Dire Straits are a class act.
Use the panel to jump. It may even help.
Beverly. Bum 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 bum. And I mean, it's just that. Yeah, they are. I mean, Knopfler got a. And that's, here come the lawyers. No, you don't have any copyright infringement. And like, nobody's gonna think this is Money for Nothing, you asshole. It's like, he didn't have that trouble, because of course he did like a Virgin, which was in Madonna's early stardom days. And another one, Rides the Bus. And My Bologna. My Bologna. He recorded some of the earlier stuff he did. He recorded in a bathroom, in a dorm or one of the buildings. It had the perfect reverb because he got discovered by sending his stuff into Dr. Demento. He started sending stuff to Demento when he was like 14.
Cool.
He started college at 16.
Wow.
At Cal Poly. He's actually a little boy genius. And he is... Oh, he did White and Nerdy.
Hey, Eve.
Is Prospero the only one talking?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
just making sure because...
Well,
she was rambling
Prospero
about
very much.
Weird Al.
Weird Al.
Oh, okay, because I was like, is anybody else having this conversation? Because it sounds like Prospero's responding to people, and I don't hear anybody but her. Just making sure your sound was set up right. Hi.
Hi, Eve.
Hi, Eve.
I'm about to go back because Polly and I were talking about something, but...
Hey, get
Okay.
Polly on.
we'll see.
Come on.
We'll see.
Yay!
Tell him I was just talking about his anthem, White and Nerdy.
Oh, that'll get him.
Oh,
Anyway.
look, if I'd love to have an anthem that Weird Al wrote about me. Can't you see that I'm white and nerdy? Look at me, that I'm white and nerdy.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, I'm gonna bounce, guys. I'll be in the chat.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, later.
Bye-bye.
That is not the right way.
Look at me, I'm white and nerdy.
Yep.
The train headed for Station Square will be departing
Think I'm just too
soon.
white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and nerdy. He comes out on a fucking Segway and rides it back and forth across the stage. Wow.
That's amazing.
Yep, and then hops down, think I'm just too white and nerdy. Think I'm just too white and nerdy.
No time for games, Sonic.
They see me mowing my front lawn. They know. I know they're thinking I'm so white and nerdy.
Let's
Think
just
I'm
see you
white
take
and
him.
Oh, it's the Knuckles part.
One of the silliest fights in the series.
Oh no.
I'm actually not watching, so I don't know.
Give it.
Knuckles. It's a knucklehead.
It's funny. I just finished the second season of Seven Deadly Sins, which I thought was miles below the first season, but
I haven't actually seen the second season yet. As much as I love Seven Deadly Sins.
Oh, what is it? There's a big guy. There's a big muscly guy on the show. I forget his name, but I'll always compare him to Knuckles because to me he kind of just looks like him.
What is it? The
Try-
big beefy redhead?
No,
he
he
is.
has black hair.
Oh, black hair. I don't know then, because I.
Oh, isn't he's the Holy Knight that guard
Yeah, who does the shield thing? Who does
Veronica?
the impenetrable bubble thing?
The bubble thing. Yeah, I know who you're talking about, but I can't think of his name.
Hold on. Characters. I am looking it up. I am looking this shit up.
Eve, Eggman's calling for you.
He wants to collect you.
Don't my. I want to collect you. That doesn't sound weird at all.
Well, he is collecting all the Chaos Emeralds. He's calling for you again, Eve.
I didn't realize
Oh
Eve
my
was a jeweler.
I didn't realize she was a monster that absorbed emeralds.
Okay, his name is Griamore.
That one.
Yes, he reminds me of Knuckles because he kind of looks like him. You don't see it?
Well, I mean,
Not really.
you're kind of comparing a human to an echidna, so.
Yeah.
Well, what has been the purpose of all of this if I can't compare a human to an echidna?
I mean, fair enough, but that's beside the point.
Really, what is the point of all of this?
Fucking water, goddammit.
Well,
I want to
Yeah.
know.
well, the point of all of this is so I could say I've been on stream of my boyfriend's channel. I guess I don't know.
What the fuck is this idiot?
What?
I've got a nitwit.
You found a
responding.
nitwit? Or did
Oh
the
god!
nitwit
Oh
find
good.
you?
They're responding to each other's shit. It's not me.
Okay.
Oh, fucking assholes! Who Trump is the illegitimate president. I said, because the electoral college is just horrible. It's
Oh, fucking tits.
I can't. It just blows my mind. I mean, for the love of Christ, it's been 3 years. Get over it. It's been 3 years, and these people still can't get the fact that they just don't like this guy because they just don't like him. That's it. They don't. There's no real, serious, conscientious objection to Trump at this point that has proven legitimate, other than the fact that he's just an asshole.
Well, yeah, and I mean, what Jimmy Carter said is, I really, really want to respond to one of the news agency things. Jimmy Carter said, blah, blah, with metastasis is a hell of a thing. But
Well-
I decided that would be rude.
Mhm.
Good
The
god,
dude-
my chat looks like the Minions with how many. Just. It's only 2 people, but. There's just a sea of blue.
Yep. The wrench, no state.
Because I only have 8 people preset to mods. But, when there's only 4 people in chat and one of them is the host, and 2 of them are wrenches, it makes Jack look really outnumbered and outclassed.
Well,
I don't give a shit.
Somebody was begging. Somebody was begging Bear for a wrench on Ghost Pit the other
There's
day,
always one of those guys.
like the original Awu or whatever. And I was like, Bear's kind of picky, and he's got a reason. Well, Sinatra gave me one. I said, yeah, Sinatra runs a wrench tape primarily.
Sinatra's not picky.
He's not picky,
Sinatra's
but
not big.
I wasn't going to get into it with the guy. I wasn't going to say I'm kind of the reason he doesn't give wrenches to everybody. Not that it made me happy because it cost me $40 to get through to Bear to get, because I try to. He couldn't see anything that I was typing in chat.
Mm.
And so I finally sent him a Streamlabs. And I was like, have you seen any of the comments that I've made in chat? And he's like, I don't know, And then and then Monkey was on. And Monkey said, you can check and see if people are blocked. And I had gotten blocked. One of the mods, probably by accident. Because I hadn't gotten crossways with anybody. Especially on Bear's stream. Bear went off, and I mean, he just started during Breakfast with Bear. He was just stripping wrenches out of his chat, and I was like, "Oh fuck!"
Because someone blocked you.
Yeah.
I didn't complain about getting on wrench. I didn't care. I didn't want to be wrench in the first place in Bear's chat because he had a retrocist. Like, I don't want to be mom. But okay.
Well, as Poppy has proven, it's too easy for people to fuck it.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can booby bop. Who the fuck did it? They shoved their phone in their pocket. And
a few people. I think their most recent one was Check Your Logic.
Yeah. Oh my god, I put my phone in my pocket, and it's like, yeah, you don't leave the chat up when you do that. There is you can close the live chat. If you've got to shove the phone in your pocket or you're carrying a stack of shit, don't have the chat up. And then you can't accidentally bop somebody.
What irritated me more about that wasn't the fact that Check made that mistake. It was more of the fact that Assassin was so fucking pissy about it.
Yeah.
Like, overly so. Even after apologies are made and people are saying, that kind of shit happens all the time.
Yeah, if Poppy had been in chat, she could have said, you see why I don't have a wrench? I boob-bopped I don't know how many people.
Well, she does have a wrench in Minions.
Well, in Minions, yeah, but she boob-bopped the fucking... I had just started watching Minions, and I think you Mustafa bopped me accidentally.
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
And it was like, I just heard this, oh no! And I thought, what? And then I'm typing something, and I was like, wait, what? It's coming up pale gray. What did I do? And then I hear Mustafa going, oh shit. I'm so sorry. I timed you out. 5 minutes. It'll only be 5 minutes. And I'm like, 5 minutes of my typing, what did I do, you bastard? It's just like, shit, fuck, I was trying to... I think he may have been trying to retract something he had typed. And you know how chat'll hop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god. It's like, here's this person who's like new to watching our stream, and I just nuked them.
Yeah. I think I accidentally did that to Serenity Lotus one time. I was like, oh, god damn it.
And Metaphorist.
And Metaphorist, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was on my way back from work.
Yeah.
And I looked away real quick, but I saw my phone in my hand.
Yes.
I look down, and I see that Serenity Lotus and Metaphorist are timed out. I was like, shit!
I bet that was me.
They weren't timed out, they were hidden.
Oh, they were hidden, that's what it was. No, but I didn't have to say I bet it was me. Because, it shows who did it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I saw Peter saying, hey, what was that for? And I, like, what is he talking about? And I look up both Serenity and Meta, and I'm like, fuck!
I had to fix that. It's like, okay. I got this. I did it. It's okay. Everything's alright.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because it can happen way more easily than people know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it can especially, I mean, I was hovering on, it wasn't Toasted, it was, somebody was pulling some shit on Monkey in the Morning one morning. And
Amy,
I had just moved to the 3 dots,
Yeah.
and the chat jumped. And I was like, motherfucker.
That's why.
Kidding.
Good.
No, you go.
I was gonna say that's why if I'm gonna do anything, even remotely like that, which I haven't had to yet, but I've been really tempted.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I'm tempted to do it, either A, it resolves itself, or B, Eve beats me to it.
Well, I've asked people to stand down twice in chat who have started fights.
Yeah.
I asked, was it Functional that gets after Peter?
Festering.
No, Festering Wound.
I haven't seen Functional do anything.
No, sorry. I knew it was an F, and I was like, Faithless, Functional, and Festering Wound.
No. Faithless just gets a little weird in chat. That's about it.
Yeah, that's fine. That's weird as par for the course.
I've been tempted to ask Faithless a couple times why he, all caps every other word.
Yeah, and then I check your logic doing it with every other letter. And it was no, don't you start with that shit. I mean, I found out early on why Data was all capped.
Yeah.
Because of being sight impaired.
Mm-hmm.
And, as soon as I knew that, anytime I added Data Wasteland, I typed in all caps.
Yeah, and everybody else picked up on that.
To make it easier. But there was somebody Wednesday night, when the stream was still up.
Yeah.
For the debate stream that, the ups and downs of being some mouthy cunt from someplace.
Yeah.
Who decided to pick a fight.
Oh, did he?
With Rebecca Furley.
Oh, RJ's been talking to her from time to time. He's the one that brought up the minions to her.
She's like a paralegal. And so she was like, look, this person made some comment, and she said, can't be that because yada, 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 and blah, 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 was the answer back, kind of unpleasant. And it's like, but yes, Article 3, Section 8 of the Constitution says XYZ. Trust me, I work with the Constitution, I have to work with constitutional law all day long. And I was thinking, okay, you're in the legal profession somewhere. And later I see the ups and downs saying, well, you're just a fucking paralegal. And I thought, okay, but that's more than you. And if somebody knows the Constitution, they don't need to be a lawyer to know the Constitution. It's a document out there. You can go read it. Surprise! So I was typing. Could you try being a little less of a dick? And Stargazer beat me to it.
Yeah, I would expect him to.
If you don't like what's going on in the stream, if you've got a bone to pick with someone in the stream, you could choose to keep your mouth shut, or you could go somewhere else.
What's really funny about that, though, is something I realized every time. I think it was the first couple times, myself and others had it back and forth with Toasted. She might have said something. Every other time, I don't know if she just doesn't notice or just gives up, but it even happens in a Sasu stream where, I'm a mod, so I'm a lot easier to see than most of the chat. But she never says anything, so I don't know.
She leaves Toasted alone generally, and I have just sent her a facepalm emoji.
I think you sent everybody a facepalm or something along those lines.
And I'll get a big thumbs up from her, which is we got a live one.
Yep.
And somebody went after Poppy one night, and I said, Poppy, did somebody need to be bitch slapped?
I think
no, I'm having fun with this one.
That was Festering again.
Yeah, I'm having a good time with this one. Let it be.
That was the first time I started having a problem with it because I saw what he was saying to Poppy.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell is going on?
Was that the whole Pop Thought thing?
No, I think Pop Thought came before that.
Yeah, Pop Thought was somebody else who's being a complete cunt to her, and she's like, no, I'm having a good time. Yes.
Was Pop Thought a Twitter thing or a chat thing?
No, this person called her a thought in chat.
Okay. Because I thought I remembered. I remember her changing her name on Twitter, but I don't remember.
That's why she did it. She said, "Oh, that is a bitchin' name," and went ahead and changed her name. And I was like, "Yep, that's the best way." You're right. The best way to deal with them. Some of these people, I lose my temper with them.
Yeah.
And the ups and downs person was like, "Who's the asshole who's supposed to be a guy that sounds like a girl?" They were ragging on Scribe.
What?
Yeah, and I was like, okay, look, if you don't want to listen, I was hoping to find some intelligent commentary, but I'm not finding. That's when Stargazer was like, "You're free to go elsewhere," you know.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that actually.
So,
I don't know why, but that reminds me of something really random. I think it was Monkey in the Morning.
Yeah, not bad.
Some guy popped. I think his name was Joseph Lancaster. He
mhm.
pops in and he comments on how
Nothing to
that
take
stream was
apart.
boring compared to
Oh,
Medicare
shoot.
and Bloodsports
I've
and all
lost
that.
Amy. I
Oh,
bet that
fuck
robot
off.
hauled faster. I better
Yep.
capture it before it does.
Every now and then, there's some people that they've got such a hard on for Medicare that
Yeah.
if you ever say anything against, and I think Festering Wound may be a sweetie.
He might be.
He said
I
something one
remember,
night, and I went ahead and called
this-
him sweetie.
Mr. Monopoly said he is a sweetie.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Because I think that was the one night I'd had enough of. Said, "Oh, sweetie," in capital.
Yeah, I remember that.
Because you know how little I care about Medicare.
Yeah.
And I like his videos, but when he just went to stream whoring after bitching about people stream whoring, I mean, he's such a fucking hypocrite. Now, I could have gutted Sargon for going after him. I mean, if I had known Sargon, I would have been in a DM in a New York Minute saying, don't take the bait. Don't do it. It'll drive him crazy if you ignore him.
Mm-hmm.
Let him jump up and down and scream and yell like a little girl. Don't take his bait. Sargon took the bait. And it's like, God damn it, don't do that.
Don't be a numbnut.
Yeah, don't be a
Yes.
numbnut. And, it's like Sophane.
Oh,
I know
God.
there are so many people that are fond of Sophane. I think he's a dick. I just think he's a dick. Seems to be all he
Yeah.
wants to be.
Well,
But Monkey so desperately wants to be friends with him that he'll just what's one of those colorful expressions that means be completely sycophantic about the stupid shit he says. Like kiss the ground he walks on, but maybe more colorful.
Monkey's nobody's cock holster. But he can be a little
Girly.
team old friends, even if the old friends are turning into dicks. Like you could tell him that Jeff Holiday has an incredibly dickish streak in him. I mean, Jeff has a huge dick streak in him. He can be a
He does.
complete prick to argue with on Twitter. And I got into him with him on something, and I got a fucking SpongeBob.
oh, the every
From him.
other letter all caps SpongeBob thing.
No, it was like a pull down the pants ass wiggle
Oh,
thing. And I was like, yeah,
Figured
that's
as
an
much.
argument. That's an argument. Dude, your sphere of influence is not as large as you think it is. Stop believing your own press, and your wife makes more sense. As far as Sophane goes, I find he's occupying low-rent troll territory in my mind now. Because either he means it, and then just comes back with the, oh, it's just a joke, bro.
Oh yeah, that's what Satsu always brings up when either he sees something going on with Sofane or he actually gets involved in an argument.
Oh man, where
Is that
can
like-
she be?
All the build up, he'll be trying to argue something with somebody, and then when pressed enough on it, he'll say, "Wow, you guys are taking this way too
Put 'em off at
seriously."
the Mystic Ruins.
Yeah, and it's because you've been backed into a corner and you don't have an argument. And that's your fag out. And Satsu, you can tell Satsu does not like Sofane. One tiny little bit. Because Sofane was rude to him. And, you know, Monkey's like, oh, well, you know, friend. Scribe's like, sure, Satsu's like, thanks for having my back, guys.
Yeah, say what you want about Satsu, he's nobody's bitch.
No, he's
No.
nobody's bitch. And Satsu, even though he does not handle current affairs the same way Monkey and Scribe do, Satsu has some remarkably spot-on insight
Hey, what's
into
happening here?
into some of the happy horse shit that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a more refreshing one a lot of times than Monkey's.
Yeah.
It's
I
or
would
it,
agree.
it's more, it's a little bit more psychologically complex sometimes too.
The way I find myself responding to something I agree with from Satsu as opposed to Monkey, with Monkey I'm usually like, yeah, you know, I agree with that, I expect that. But with Satsu, I usually find myself saying, holy shit, you're right.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of it that way. You know, he really will take a different perspective. And it's like, shit. Damn, I hadn't thought of it in that way at all.
It's really
And
weird because they both, you know, agree. They both basically they're agreeing on the same thing, but
Yeah, it's funny because Satsu will be like, well, I'm not a conservative. And it's like,
I think I just
This
completely
is
lost
the
everybody.
ancient light. Try the light speed
Oh.
dash toward
Oh,
the
I'm
never
still
mind. I hear
here.
people.
This, you can now
It's just
do the
Prospero
light speed
just
Hello.
completely cut out on my end.
Oof.
that could be Discord.
It probably is Discord.
Lovely
'cause
Discord.
I know it's not my connection because everything else is running just fine.
Yeah, I'll check mine. Nope, I've got a 0% package loss rate, so
I mean, whatever it
It's-
was, it's obviously better now.
it's just Discord does that.
Yeah.
And
The Discord's
on
a
your
bug.
on your end, all it had to do was drop a tiny bit, and you lose what other people are saying.
Although I think it might have been a little something on my end because I just looked at the stream, and while that was happening on the stream, the frame rate just dropped like to 15 FPS
Yeah.
or something like that, and now it's back to
Yeah,
normal.
if you weren't in the game, you
Nope.
could go look at the voice thing on Discord. Probably would have, your packet rate would have just, you know, the percentage of loss would have shot up.
Yeah.
Because that's happened to me for no reason. I have nothing else running, and I'll look over and go, "Oh my god, it just went! Oh god, shit, it went red."
Yeah.
And it's like, what the
Oof.
fuck?
Rip.
Yep.
Rip to both.
And also
I'm
ignore the
watching
fact that I
the-
just completely faced through the ground and fell to my death.
I know, I saw that. That's why I said oof.
Don't worry about it.
I'm not.
I didn't even say anything. I was just like, oh, that happened.
Things that happen in games.
Things
Yeah,
that happen
it's-
in jank-ass 1999 games.
Well, you've seen it
Sonic
happen in
Adventure.
7 Days to Die when Satsu.
Yeah.
I just fell through the world.
Although what's really weird about this game, it originally came out in 99 in America, 98 in Japan. But with every port that's come out, it's actually gotten more and more buggy. Like it was ported to the GameCube in 2003. I think that one was about on par with the original. But then it gets ported to It gets ported to the Xbox 360, PS3, and Steam, and god damn.
And
It's
then it all
bad.
fell apart.
Uh-huh. As much as I love this game, it's not well programmed at all.
We're gonna fix it by making it worse. Yay!
Pretty much.
We'll just move it over here and not even look at these
Yeah.
supporting code of the platform that we're, the operating system of the platform. We'll just hope that it works.
Right.
Well, like I have, like the final boss for Sonic, I have phased through what's supposed to be spikes. So like, just go straight through the spikes.
Fuck.
Not hitting them. Just go straight through them.
Yeah, goodbye.
Good.
It's like I'm gonna die either way. Death by spikes or death by void.
Death by
Oops.
void.
Yeah, this is like Sonic in Hell.
Yeah.
Well, right now we're in a volcano, surrounded by robots, so I guess you're kinda right.
Yeah. Anakin, are you in there? The only reason my husband watched the third movie is he wanted to see the...
I just phased right through that hammer.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, not bad.
Whee! Boinky, 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 eek, eek.
You guys are watching that. I'm playing me some Factorio.
Color me shocked.
What is it that evident that I'm?
Well, every time I see Discord telling me that you're playing something, it's always Factorio.
Hey, Sonic!
It's not that you're white and nerdy. It's not that...
Well, I am white. Factorio is perhaps the single whitest and nerdiest game on the planet.
I don't know what that game is.
We have
So,
breaking news. Trump says his meeting with Xi Jinping went better than expected.
Ready to roll, champ? Let's go.
Let's hope he's
Okay.
not bullshitting.
Blowing smoke up his ass.
Yeah. It's fine with me. I certainly don't believe in tariffs as a long-term economic strategy at all. But as a giant bully pulpit, so to speak, I don't have a problem with it because what occurred with Mexico is absolute proof that it can be used as a cudgel.
Well, not that I'm not having fun, though, but I'm getting tired, so
Okay.
I'll see you guys later.
You're gay.
I also have to be up, and I was told not to stay up. I have to go eat in Pensacola at a certain time tomorrow. Get glasses.
Sweetheart,
But-
I'm teasing you.
But by the way, Kara, the correct internet response to "you're gay" is for you to say "no, you."
Yeah, come on, Kara. I thought I raised you better than
Last
this.
time I said no, you. I was told not to do that.
By who? Who told you not to do that, and why did they lie to you?
It was either you or Adam. I don't remember who told me that.
It
Okay,
would've
that
been
would have been
Adam.
Adam. Because I say no you all the time.
Jacob would never. That would have made him the biggest clapping hypocrite in the history of the internet.
I just remember people were doing a no you with minions, and it's like,
It
and I
had.
said,
They would have had to have been Adam.
yeah, I messed up. I don't remember. I need to go to sleep. I'm gonna try to go to sleep.
Yes, don't go put yourself to sleep. Go to sleep.
Oh, good lord.
Sweet dreams, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Night, sweetie.
Bye. Have you,
Good night,
Jacob.
Kara.
Love you too.
Aw. She's
You're
such,
so cute.
she really is. No, she really is such a dear heart. It's absolutely
She's too good
amazing
for her
given that
family.
fucked up family that she's got. Yeah, it was just. That's it. It's like, you fuckers. Stop taking advantage of that child.
I don't know what that situation is. though I imagine
Her entire family is just a herd of lunatics.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The father's a fucking puss when it comes to his own mother.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
Oh god, he's just...
No, I'm just gonna spam the fire button right now. There's too much shit going on.
Dude. Whatever works.
Hmm?
I said whatever works. Or kinda works.
Kinda works, yeah.
If it kind of works, don't fix it.
There you go.
Yep.
Wish somebody would tell Microsoft that.
Oh god, you know that things are wrong when you're making Excel, which is essentially the perfect program, worse and worse every year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the thing is that Apple was a refuge for so many people who are sick unto death of Microsoft shenanigans.
And then it became...
And then they decided to fuck their own stuff up. And it's like, god damn it.
Well, it's because the computers industry, the people who spend the most money in the computer industry, aside from if you're counting the massive number of people who are like, I just need this for Microsoft Word, the people who are spending the money, they don't want knickknacks. They don't want little tiny doohickeys. They just want something that works well. And if they focused on that, if Microsoft focused on making their product more efficient rather than more doohickey, people would be a lot happier with it.
Yeah, they would, and that's always been my bitch, because I am a user. Or a loser, depending upon how it's phrased. I just want the fucking shit I want to work to work. I don't want it to be able to do all the things. I just want to be able to do simple things. And no, look at what all the hoopla that we added that is going to cause all this other stuff to break.
Look at these!
I'm sorry, you want to use this? Well, you can't anymore because we had to add all this stuff. Oh, thank you, no.
Thanks, assholes.
Yeah. Didn't need it. But it's pretty. Look, we made a machine that went bing. Yeah.
Quite literally in the case of Microsoft.
God.
Yeah, but then Apple screws their map app. You couldn't even find Manhattan on it.
By the way, for these next few minutes, don't mind the occasional shit, because I hate this level.
Okay.
So if you guys are talking and you hear me just yell "fuck" or something along those lines, that's why.
Makes sense to me.
I wasn't going to become the least bit neurotic about that.
Just saying, this one in particular, you might hear it more.
Yet.
Yet.
I'll get neurotic later.
It's inevitable.
I don't have the bandwidth for it now.
I'll just occasionally... The conversation will just be punctuated every so often by Jacob's God damn it!
Yep, pretty much.
That used to be me when I watched network news. My husband was like, I've grown afraid to walk into the...
Incidentally...
He actually caught me mooning somebody.
My favorite person who uses the word God damn it, Bob Odenkirk. Because back in the day, when he was on Mr. Show, which was a sketch show back in the 90s, he would say it so very well that to this day I want to replicate the way that he said God damn it.
God damn it said well is so cathartic.
Shit.
It is so cathartic.
It is.
It's one of the reasons that fuck is as popular with people because it's a fricative. You know, fuck. You know, it's got that.
Yeah.
It has a cathartic side to it. I mean, it's an ugly word spoken. You know, there's no beauty to the word.
Yeah, beauty is overrated.
Shit, but shit can be more melodic. But a well said "goddammit" is worth 100 fucks.
Strong winds will blow you off course.
Unfortunately, I don't have 100 fucks to give most of the time.
Yeah, well,
So,
honey, I ran out of fucks about 20 years ago. Behold the field in which I grow my fucks, and thou shalt see that it is empty.
I saw that on Twitter the other day. I thought that was hilarious.
There's a science fiction writer that I follow on Facebook, like I'm ever on Facebook.
shit.
Shit, piss, fuck, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jacob, do you understand that reference?
I might. I'm not
George
entirely sure.
Carlin.
It's George Carlin,
Yeah,
the
okay,
words that you
yeah.
can never say on TV.
That's
The,
what,
sev-
yeah.
the 7 deadly words.
Yeah, that's.
And
The list.
every one of us. It.
God damn it, no.
I actually knew somebody who was, I mean, you're talking extremely well-educated architect, headed the historic Richmond crowd, you know, I mean, did a lot of work with Virginia Historic Preservation. And he would be, God, how did he put it? Goddamn shit. Shit, fuck, piss, snot.
Shit, fuck, piss,
It was goddamn shit, fuck, piss, snot. And it was like, why are you ending so lightly? You know, you start off with the heavy guns and you're snot.
I don't know. Piss snot is kind of a dirty image.
Yeah, it is. I don't care. It feels good when I say it. Okay. If it's making you happy, bub, just have at it.
Good for you.
Yeah, it's just... If it's bringing you relief in some way... He was also one of those people that had a rather patrician accent. So it was vastly amusing to hear him say it.
Oh, I'm already.
Here I am.
I just skipped like half the level. I'm okay with this.
Everything is fine.
Not even gonna complain about it. Just go.
You just keep telling yourself that, sweetheart.
You're right, nothing's ever fine. Life is meaningless.
Yes.
We're all gonna die
Absolutely.
anyway.
Oh.
We are such things as dreams are made on.
Yeah, not bad.
Boundedness.
Is that it?
Hey, I figure since
But let's
since Skep stole it from my character in The Tempest, I ought to be able to say it at least once or twice.
Yeah.
What now?
It is a bit of Prospero's dialogue from The Tempest that contains the phrase, "We are such things as dreams are made of, and our little lives are bounded by a sleep." Which is an incredibly poetic way of saying you're asleep before you're born and you're asleep after you die. That's
Deep.
deep.
Well, that makes me sad. Now I'm thinking about death.
They're too late.
Yes, but it's the bard.
Give a shit about the bard.
Oh, God, you are such an engineer. Jesus. Engineers, the people that say things like "fuck Shakespeare."
That's one of those beautiful little things that will piss people off if you say it to the right people, like consistently.
Yep.
Oh,
keep saying it to me, and you're gonna.
Master Robotnik.
Also, if you suggest that Shakespeare's plays were all written by Francis Bacon, and make sure to pronounce it Bacon, because that also pisses off the people who know that it's pronounced Bacon.
Francis Bacon.
Show them what you've got.
Aye, aye, sir.
I know I'm going to
White
hell.
nerdy. Oh yes, he's white nerdy. Yeah. That and who's the other person they frequently try to? Marlowe, Christopher Marlowe. And wrote Shakespeare stuff. Revisionist douche canoes.
Like people, it's like those people who claim that every single historical figure was gay.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Why are
I
we
had a
talking
gay
about J.K. Rowling all of a sudden?
I had a gay friend who did that, and it was so fucking annoying. It was like, dude, there's nothing the matter with you. I'm your friend. Everything's fine. You don't have to tell me that this, that, and the other person was gay.
Step aside, Amy.
I
Out
don't
of my
care.
way.
You know, does Walt Whitman's poetry change because he was gay? Are we going to think differently of Tchaikovsky's 1812 overture because he was gay?
But if you don't tell people about the gay people, then how will they know that everyone was gay and that there were no straight people who made any relevant contributions to society?
That's right.
Hurry,
It was
Jack.
You know what it
Amy and
It's like the We Was Kangs crowd.
That's
like-
exactly what I was
That's
thinking.
what it is.
put him out of commission.
It was like
It's we was kangs for homosexuals.
Yep.
Shakespeare, he was definitely gay.
Yep. The big
Undoubtedly gay.
He had,
absolute surprise to his wife.
he had a big gay.
Yeah.
I know, where the hell do
Trademark.
I go? Yeah, trademark with an E.
God, when you did that, I damn near wet my pants. I just look up and there's this.
If I'm to continue,
I'm looking
I
at
need
Twitter
to
and it's
change
like
this ship
the
back to
big
its
gay
original shape.
trademark. You know, it's just
There must be a switch somewhere. on the
goddamn
bridge.
Jacob.
I need to find it now.
See, there's a use of. God damn it, Jacob.
I can't tell you how many times I've had Paulie say that to me.
Oh my god, though, it was so perfect. Look, somebody went against Big Gay. Well, that,
Yeah.
that's always
It was
been the problem with
the
Milo
point-
Yiannopoulos. He went against Big Gay.
Well, I remember I was pointing out the whole bisexuals aren't, they're not part of the LGBT community anymore because they don't have the big gay enough or something along those lines.
Oh yeah, and between the rad femmes, the turfs.
The turfs.
Yeah, God, it's like you guys are spending way more time worrying about what people are doing on their off time. It's like,
Well, there's the.
who are you fucking, and are you enjoying yourself?
Well, see, there's the turfs, and then I brought this up the last TGOS stream when I was on because they brought up there was some article that Weaves and Eve brought up that was somebody I think it was the Mary Sue calling J.K. Rowling a turf.
Are you shitting me?
No,
Not again.
and I
Oh my hell,
Could this be the same?
you know, well-
girls!
and while I'm gonna say
Attack
the
No.
the label turf is used about as often as racist and all that. It's used way too much, but
If he's your friend,
I kind
I'll
of
help
wish that J.K. Rowling was
Just
actually a
leave it to
turf
me.
because it'd give me another reason to make fun of her.
Oh yeah, it'd be great.
Oh, anyone can use another reason to make fun of that
Yeah.
horrible, horrible person.
because I mean, eventually every character in Harry Potter is gay. Beating that drum is gonna get old eventually. So
Destroy them all.
Oh, well, it's so patently pandering. Sorry for
Yeah.
the alliteration, but
patently
I mean-
pandering.
yeah, it's just
Well, it is.
it serves no useful purpose. When I was reading the books, at no point did I contemplate
Is
who
Dumbledore gay?
Dumbledore was getting off with. I just
I didn't.
it
I don't
just-
want to know.
Yeah, I'm
That's
not
disgusting.
thinking of McGonagall and her dildo. I don't need, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It doesn't even cross your mind. But yeah, I mean, maybe J.K. Rowling can J.R.R. Tolkien and tell us who the gay ents were.
Yeah.
Well, it was obvious Merry and Pippin had a going. Really?
Was it?
Was it? Because I've read them twice, and I wasn't thinking about sex at all.
Yeah.
Fucking weirdos,
Why can't people who do artistic endeavors for a living just view it as a job? What? Because at the end of the day, yes, you're doing something that you cannot automate at any real capacity, but it's still just a job.
Well, yeah, and I think a great number of authors would say, there's serious work involved here.
Yeah,
But I think it's just
Hey there, Knuckles.
but every single friggin' famous person has to contribute their 2 cents to whatever stupid shit they thought of just off the top of their head.
Yeah.
Why?
most
Nobody needed
particularly
this.
to Big Gay trademark.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing like a giant building. See, the Canadian Broadcast Building in Toronto
Yeah.
with Big Gay on it. It's like something straight out of Gotham.
Big gay
Where's
E
this?
trademark.
Yeah. We've got ourselves some big gay doings going on here, boop boop. It's just
Here comes that big gay.
here comes the big gay.
Hide your kids. Hide your wife.
Did you know that Batman's butler, Alfred, was gay? It's like, okay, the idea of Alfred getting it on with anybody is making me vaguely nauseous. So could you please stop talking about it?
The same thing with
Alfred
Dumbledore.
just wanted to fuck Batman the whole time.
Yeah, that's why he became his butler, obviously.
Yes, a butler. Get it?
Alright, real quick.
Well, that's it. I mean, it's quit being so gay about being gay.
Obviously, if you don't flaunt the fact that you're gay, you're not gay enough. Just like the
Yeah.
bisexuals,
You're not properly gay.
right?
I beg your pardon. You're not gaying properly.
How does one gay properly?
I know. That's these questions need answers.
Yes, they do. And they need them now.
I want to know more about this gay shit.
Inquiring perverted minds want. How do I gay right?
How do I gay rights?
Here's
Hey.
a handy dandy manual for gaying in the proper manner.
Ah, jeez.
Yeah, it is. It's actually tragic.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Oh, ma'am, sorry.
No, it's fine. I don't care. I don't.
It's ma'am.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm not macho, ma'am.
Macho Man Trini Savage.
That is still to this day my favorite mean internet name.
But was it 4chan that did it?
I don't remember who did it. It probably was 4chan.
It smells of.
It was either 4chan or
4chan.
just. I was either 4chan or just anti-SJW
Fortuosity.
Twitter.
'Cause, oh my god,
Oh, it was brilliant.
it was. It brought me such joy.
I shed a little tear.
Yes. It's like I lift a glass to whomever.
Let's see, there was also some time before there was a Copper Cab was set to fight Gavin McInnes.
Mm.
He put out a few videos on Twitter and people started calling him Stone Cold Steve Autism.
Oh, that's well earned. That one was well earned.
That is great.
Stone Cold Steve Autism. Oh my god, God love whoever fashioned that. 'Cause Copper Cab just kind of frightens me.
He does, really.
I mean, he's just one of those people that I'm kind of like, ee! When I see him, it's like,
Yeah.
could you just stop being for a little while?
Can you can't?
Can't. You can't. I like that. Yes, he's such.
Can
Can
you
you
don't?
can't? Can you don't? Yeah. I am all the. You are the.
You are a drawing.
spastic. Yeah, I mean he's just a. Oh my god. What a piece of work. Woof.
Mhm.
Yeah, he probably has some sort of mental problems.
I'm
You
sure.
think?
I mean,
Hey,
he hopped on the whole trans thing for a while, a few years ago, so obviously something's not completely right up there.
Some people suggest that he's a Poe. I don't think. I don't think any.
I kind of would have been willing to believe that, like back in 2017. No, I can't believe that now.
he's just too. He's like all the Spurg.
See, there's too stupid to be real, but then it gets to a point where it circles back around to being too stupid to be a Poe.
You're Copper Cab. You're a scary ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
And
And
you
not
make
in the
me
way you
wonder.
want to be.
And you make me wonder whether we should do anything about change. Burn, having to share a cubicle with Copper Cab, burning to death in a fire. I don't know. How quickly does the oxygen run out? Does it run out before I feel the flames or not? I mean, when you're actually contemplating the burning alive
Yeah.
as the option, it's like, do I get to kill him?
Do I get to take him down with me as the building goes down?
Like, am I allowed to kill him? Because if I'm allowed to kill him, yeah, I'll share a cubicle with him. He's a little bit like Mikey Rowland.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Or that irate Australian guy. You know, the
The one that Baron keeps.
yeah, the Angry Aussie or
Angry
whatever.
Aussie. Something like that.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it's just like number one dude, facial hair, get it doesn't
Lose it
lose it quickly.
now.
Number two, consider a salad.
Right.
Number three, get help. Really,
Some-
get help.
Suddenly I'm reminded of Bill Burr's bit on fat people. I think he's the best part of that whole thing was he said, "You ate your way in, you can walk your way out."
Yeah. I love that.
It was really funny though. I could only find that video with Spanish subtitles on it, so it was really weird hearing him speaking in English. But when he says they're fatties, I see gordo in the subtitles.
Gordo, yeah.
Gordos.
Los gordos.
There's a few. There's that one, and then there's one that he did about his religion and how he walked away from it. And that one was in I think it was some kind of Japanese subtitle. I couldn't find it regularly. I don't know what that was about. But
Welcome to the internet,
yeah.
where all the things must be ruined by people with pink hair curlers.
Yes.
But no, you can eat your way in. You ate your way in. You can walk your way out. It still gets me just thinking about it.
What's just
Yeah, not bad.
perfect framing.
Mm-hmm. And then he brought up how you're not supposed to fat shame, you're not supposed to slut shame. It's almost like they're shaming.
Yes. Yep.
Like you're not supposed to walk around with any shame.
No, never. The only people who should feel shame are the
This
criticized.
a
Yeah.
mural.
Which of course would be everybody except the fat people who get the right to criticize because reasons. The feminist reasons. Racial minorities reasons. God almighty. Well, those debates were illuminative of what we're looking at. I mean,
What's this place?
I think I was
Where
onto
am
something
I?
when I called.
This is really weird.
It really is this 18-car pileup in intersectional intersection. Who's
Yeah,
gonna come out on top?
Yesterday's were I can't believe how much worse yesterday's were compared to Wednesdays.
Yes, I mean, this was supposed to be the premier class, and they
Why?
were so ill-behaved
Fucking
on that stage.
Kristen Gillibrand had me pulling my hair out every time she opened her mouth. And it's not even
terrible.
entirely because of what she said, it's just the fact that she wouldn't shut up.
Now.
Oh, God,
She always-
scolded.
She always needed to butt in on somebody else's time, and she never shut her yap when she was done.
Heard
I'm-
that
Smack-
Chris Matt
What was
heard that
all
Chris
about?
Matthews apparently
I don't
asked
think I'm dreaming here.
Kamala Harris how she didn't hate white people,
Eggman.
and all I could think is, this is the party that's
What's he
about
doing here?
peace
Well,
and
never mind.
love,
This time I'll get
and
him
for some
good.
reason, the person that they think won the night was miraculously able to not hate 2/3 of the population for no reason. This is the person that you want leading.
Apparently.
What is her best quality? Oh, she doesn't hate me.
She doesn't hate me for existing.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they really are pretty. Look how deep our field is.
Jesus. I don't know. It's weird because
Oh.
Wednesdays I could pick out somebody who came out the best because which was Tulsi.
Yeah,
But
which I expected actually.
Thursday, yeah, I expected it too from what I heard about her. But Thursdays, I would have to really struggle because I would be tempted to say, maybe Biden. But even then, he straight up said that when they were given the quote-unquote 2-word responses, which none of them were 2 words. They all went on for like half an hour. But Yeah, even he said his, just straight up, his one issue he would focus on if he only had one shot at it was defeat Donald Trump.
Well, you're supposed to do that to become president.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
that's
all he
kind of
said.
That's kind of the fucking point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what are you gonna do after you beat him?
Lunch Pail Joe. He opened up with the anecdote about my dad, the factory, and it's like...
Everybody had some kind of anecdote rather than just, trying
I'm
to say
just
something how
curious.
it is.
Well, Beto, that's the only thing he can do.
Is
Tell
there
anecdotes.
Anecdotal work.
Yeah.
I want to know, though, is there a way that you could win the election but simultaneously not fulfill your campaign promise of defeating Donald Trump? I
If
need
it's
to know
doable,
this.
these guys are going to do it. Because they've...
But no, they were... Lords of the Night were basically saying, none of these guys have a chance against Trump. The only one that I would say even stood a remote chance is the one that had one of the lowest amounts of talking time on Wednesday, which was Gabbard. Because she's the least insane of everybody.
She's her biggest quality, her best quality is she's totally batshit.
Yeah. Her best quality is she's not Orange Man batting up the stage. Like everybody else was.
Oh god, yeah, because...
And also, unfortunately for her, she doesn't have the notoriety that people like Biden do.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah, oh.
And did you guys...
It took a while to get around to the Orange Man bad.
Yeah.
They
give them
really
that.
did take their sweet time. But when they did, it was like all the Orange Man bad.
Uh-huh.
Everything was Orange Man bad.
And everything about it made me think of Rand Taylor, report of the NPC. It's just Orange Man bad, Orange Man bad. Come up with another mantra.
Did
So
you guys...
Jimmy Carter cracks one off today, and it's like, okay.
Did you guys see the poll that Young Turks put out, asking who came out best in the debates? Tulsi Gabbard wasn't on there, but everybody was answering. Everybody was answering Tulsi Gabbard in the replies.
Wow.
Like, I don't remember everybody they had up in the polls, but nobody actually gave the answers in the poll.
Yeah, but the Hindu chick appeals too much to the white guys.
Yeah.
Which makes her brown girl bad, brown girl bad.
Yeah, brown girl bad. I'm not sure which news site brought this up, but some news organization tried to say that she was, or that all the Russian bots were coming out to support her.
Oh yeah, everything we don't like is a Russian.
Uh-huh.
It went from the little golden book of all my political enemies are Hitler to everybody we don't like is a Russian bot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fucking pathetic.
It is. It's really sad.
Shit.
Well, I told you about that dipshit on Twitter that called me a bot, and I was just as profuse as I could possibly be in my thanking this person. I said, I can't even believe to tell you how relieved I am. You have made my... it's just, my day's not complete until I'm called a bot. The moron is like, I'm criticizing you, right?
Wow.
No, really?
Do tell me more.
Not bad.
Fuck me.
See, the great thing about the Russian bot thing is that the right, or I don't know what to call it, because the thing is that everyone left of everyone right of Stalin is the right now. But when the right came up with the NPC meme, it so perfectly contrasted against the Russian bot theme, because when people they say, "Whoa, you're a Russian bot," they're serious.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They really think that you're some sort of Russian agent or something. When we say you're an NPC, it just means that you're reiterating really tired, obnoxious, old talking points that have no relevance to anything at all. But when people say Russian bot at any sort of response, and so those two things, even though functionally they're basically the same thing, ultimately they work. One works perfectly and the other one does not work perfectly.
Yeah.
Real quick, somebody in chat, Mr. Kazuhira. Oh shit, I died. Mr. Kazuhira says y'all pick strange times to stream. That's only because of the type of people that stream during the day.
Oh shit! It's 4 a.m.
Uh-huh.
Oh, fuck me. Is it?
It is where you guys are.
Oh.
Motherfucker!
Yeah, I like that, Jack. You need to get Della to clip that. I can dig it, motherfucker. If we could just get Kara to say it once.
Oh my god.
I
don't wanna say it. Say fucking
Mother-
Kara.
Yeah.
I don't want to. Even if you said it out timidly like that, I would still love to hear it.
Oh god, it would be hilarious.
Cause I've heard her say shit, bitch, cunt, I think even. Pussy. But I've never heard her say fuck.
Pussy.
Yeah, she called AOC a thin-skinned pussy.
And it was perfect.
It was beautiful.
Bless her heart, she's such a thin-skinned little pussy.
Yeah, Monkey heard about it and he was proud.
See if you can make it through here, son.
It was a grand moment in Minion lore.
Uh-huh.
It really was. It was like, well done.
Get a load of this. Get a load of
And it was just the, well, bless her heart.
It's no use. Give up.
Damn it.
See if you can make it through here, Sonic.
Working.
Get a load of this. 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 Get a load of this.
Bless her.
It's no use. No
100% pure Colombian coffee. Eeyore.
What are you going on about?
systems. Full power.
Have you ever seen the old coffee ads with Juan Valdez and his
no idea.
100% Colombian
It's
coffee?
no use. Give up.
Yeah, well, he's got Burrow with him.
Oh, hey, Mustafa's
So,
in chat.
So, in other words, I think we found AOC's folks.
He's not gonna get away with this. It's no use. Give up.
Oh, fucking hell. I can't get back up. Wait for him to cycle through. Yeah, Mustafa's familiar with this game. He's quoting the boss.
It's no use. Give up.
I'm not sure I
Oh
understand.
my fucking god. Why is this thing so broken?
Oh, I thought Mustafa was about to say something important. I feel kind of lied to now.
Get a load of this.
Giggity.
Get a load of this.
Giggity is just such a wonderful sound. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
like, giggity.
Get a load of this.
Swiggity swoogity.
Coming
Get
with
a
that.
load of this.
Oh yes, we're white and nerdy.
See if you can make it through here, Sonic.
I never say anything important. Y'all should know by now. Goddamn, Mustafa.
Hey, I think you're important.
Get a load of this.
I think you say important
Get
things.
a load of this.
I acknowledge your existence.
Oh God! Jesus Christ! That gave me frostbite.
See if you can make it through here, Sonic.
I respect your identity.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Don't even go
Get
there.
a load of this. Get a load
You
of this.
are a person to me. That was
I-
about the only thing missing out of the debate the other night.
Yeah. I acknowledged your lived
It's no
experience.
use. Give up.
Ugh.
See if
I'm
you
sorry, my
Some-
response to that is stay the fuck out of my lived experience.
My lived experience is not your goddamn prom
Get
dress.
a load of this.
That's it, yes.
Get a load of this.
Oh shit.
It's no use. No way.
Don't break on
I
me,
can't
faggot.
believe this.
Thank you.
All systems, full power.
That's a phrase.
Don't break on me, faggot.
Yeah.
It's no use. Give up. Ah! Ah! He's not gonna get away with this. It's no use. Give up.
There we go.
No way. I can't believe this.
We go where now?
Watch out! He's up to something.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time.
Lord, I am so tired. How long can this go on?
I
Thank
think
you,
I'm
Hillary.
actually. I was actually just thinking about ending it here because I finished this segment of the story all in one go.
I'm no ways tired. God, I'm gonna never
I was
forget
quoting-
that shit out of her.
I was quoting Devo.
I know, but don't you saw the clip of Hillary? I ain't no ways to. I mean, just oh God, don't even. Chicago girl.
I'm surprised she didn't break out the hot sauce.
Ah! Ah!
Alright.
Ah! God, could anybody be more stereotypical?
I just love that was the most transparent bullshit I've ever seen in my life. I was
Yes,
just
it
thinking to
was.
myself, what self-respecting black person would vote for someone after they pulled shit like that? How
It
could
was
you do
rather
it?
spectacular on her part. The presumption of it was just awe-inspiring to me.
It's just like how is something wrong?
I think Skynet is messing with her programming. Because she sure has been, you know, I can't even imagine how I lost. Well, now.
Well, let me tell you the ways.
Maybe there was that thing about the deplorables where a bunch of people who were sitting on a fence went, oh?
Okay, Mustafa just put in chat, Prospero, if you don't take your carpet bag and ass the hell on.
Get your ass back up on the porch, boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna let the credits roll out here and then I'm gonna end it.
My carpet bag and ass. Yeah, really though. That she's such a
How long have we been going for?
ever and ever and ever. She
Forever and
Almost
ever.
2 hours. I'm seeing 114 minutes. That sounds about right.
Yep, 114 minutes ago. Really, could somebody are we still live?
Yeah,
Are we?
We are.
Okay, I won't say what I say. It's not about anybody currently in chat, but I'm afraid that somebody might go, "Oh, I'll listen to this on replay."
Oh, I was gonna.
Well, see, now I'm curious.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say something earlier because I was talking about how I have a certain amount of people already modded before I even did my first stream. I also have 2 people hidden for my streams, but I'll bring that up when we go off the air.
This would be reassuring.
I think you can
I feel
only
I
get to
should-
at least one.
Before I
limit.
say something worse than I've already said, I
Yeah.
apologize from the bottom of my heart, Mustafa.
I feel I should probably ask.
But I am
since
not a
I'm here-
carpetbagger.
What was that, Jack?
Since I've been on, I think, a couple of your streams now, I feel like I should ask if I should get a wrench or not. I don't know.
I'll probably
Should I ask?
I'll probably just end up giving you one anyway, because you know you were here the entire time. I figured I might as well.
I just feel like I should. You don't have to. Obligation.
Nope, you already said it. I'm gonna do it.
Well, fuck.
No, I do appreciate you guys coming by, and same with even Kara, who couldn't stay the entire time.
Well, we're good people, aren't we? We just trash talk the entire universe.
Of course, that's why I
If
like
you-
you guys.
If you can't trash talk the entire universe, then who can you trash talk? Damn it!
I don't know. You stumped me there.
That pause was perfect because the credits music just ended, and I just flipped my icon. And right as I did that, you finally said something. So with that, I'm gonna end the stream here.
Okie dokie. I'm trying to type something and I can't type and talk at the same time. Thanks for having us on, Jacob.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you
Thanks
guys for coming.
playing an echidna.
Well, I'll be doing that in a future stream, because at this point, I'm just going to play this entire game on live stream, which is going to be my 5th or 6th time playing through the entire game, so why not?
Yeah. I mean, also because it means you can talk and play at the same time because you're not like, you know,
Yeah.
what the hell is this?
Well, on top of that, it's not a very story-heavy game, so it's not like
It's a
really...
Sonic game.
It's a Sonic game. That's all you need to know.
It's like poor Eve, which was like, fuck, motherfuck, you know?
Yeah.
It's like scintillating conversation. It's how am I now? I've got to go back and get his fucking glasses. What? And I was like, the goddamn thing that it took me I don't know how many times to kill, and the glasses are apparently under that thing.
Oh, jeez.
I'd just shoot the teammate. It would be simpler.
The one who
Okay.
doesn't know how to cover.
Yeah, it'd be like, you're done. I don't need you losing glasses. The unkillable monster.
Yep. So, I'm ending the stream now. Thanks for coming out.
All right, dude. I'll see you around the interwebs.
All right.
See you later.
Take care, Jack.
You too.
Bye.
Good night, guys.
Good night.